Okay, this will be an interesting one. It's something I see as a little bit overrated in my opinion. It's not my cup of tea, even if I was a child, or maybe it would have been, but my parents never took me to America, to see Disneyland. I liked Disney when I was a kid, but I only liked the cartoons. So yeah, but it never dawned on me that I'd go to Disneyland or would like to go. I don't know why I never thought about it as a child, because most children want to go to Disneyland. And basically I never thought about it as a kid. As when I was 5 and even when I was 6, I just used to watch the cartoons, and I used to hate the real people. I only liked the Disney that had I always thought Disney should have only just been cartoons, not real people and shit like that. But it never occurred on me that I'd like to go to Disneyland. I don't think there was anything on TV about Disneyland, or because a lot of the things I used to TV used to be a way of being like a window to the world for me. Like I used to, like when I watched movies about snowy places like in America, and when I was young I used to still feel it was a part of Cairns, like Queensland, even though Queensland, it doesn't snow there. But basically because it was on TV, it sort of became a part of Cairns, which was where I lived when I was a little kid. Cairns, North Queensland. But of course it was just because it was on television and that we were living in Cairns. So this is what we're doing, a little cutout of a picture of Disneyland or Disney World, whatever you call it. So it never occurred on me, it never dawned on me. My parents never told me about a place called Disneyland or Disney World. It was never something that we never went many places. We were not a rich family, but my dad used to spend lots of money on hair regrowth treatments because he thought he was going bald when he was young, and he spent all this money on Ashley and Martin when he could have easily have spent it on a holiday instead of his stupid hair treatment. But that looks quite nice. I think we're going to use that as our master copy. But basically, yeah, he spent a lot of money on hair care treatments that never worked. He just had this. I don't think I noticed he was bald. He has just a little patch. He's just being a perfectionist, being a little snowflake about it. The thing is, baldness is a natural part of aging. Now he was young. I think he was about in his 30s at the time. But you want to know something? My future husband Luigi, he's bald, and he started going bald probably before he was 20, because basically he was about in his early 20s when I first met him, back in the early 90s, and he was bald on his head. But he never made an issue about it. He never became a little snowflake about it and worried about how he's going to look with the women. Hey, he had his... I don't understand why he had to spend all that money on stuff that never worked. And he eventually went under the knife anyway, but he's just so idiot. He's so gullible and stupid, He tried to bully me around and tell me what to do, and he was just behaving like a fucking ass. The thing is, he still is gullible. Like, he keeps getting in the mail all these promotional things, like saying, oh, you've won this, you've been chosen out of this, that and the other, and you got this golden envelope full of bullshit. He still gets that shit. He gets all this advertising shit. And it's like, he's gullible. He obviously subscribed to something that was not good, or that was not... and he's just gullible. He just gets sucked into these stupid things, and he wonders why his letterbox is so full of shit. I just see it, used to see it. He's not a smart man. He is smart, but he's not acting like he's smart. he's a dickhead. He's an asshole as well. So I'm not celebrating Father's Day. I'm not going to give him a phone call. He can go fuck himself, go tug himself, whatever. That's not a nice thing to say about your father, but he's being such an asshole while behaving like a snowflake and worrying about things like baldness. As if there's anything to be ashamed of. I mean, if you're fucking ashamed, why don't you just wear a fucking hat? Just wear a hat. That's a solution. Then you don't have to worry then about your baldness. I mean, come on. Get real. He's such a dick. He didn't even want me to continue. He wanted to ban me from photocopying when I was 15. I really take that as an offence, because this is what I'm good at. My disability doesn't have much say when it comes to what I'm doing here. I'm so angry at my dad, but I want to forgive my dad when he finally comes to me and tells me he's sorry for all the years of abuse and nastiness he's put upon me. And basically, yeah, I just want to be able to forgive him and move on, but I can't until he fucking does. So I'm trying to get this shit to go viral on the internet so that his news feed ends up full of my material, and he'll see that people have been watching this shit and actually enjoyed it, and that, hey, I'm a success. Hey, I mean, I've made mistakes that have cost me my relationship with my father, but basically I'm sorry and I'm trying to move on. But he just kept abusing me when I was staying at his house because I was homeless, and he basically changed the lock on the fucking door, the dick, the wanker. You know, he kept starting fights by provoking me into a rage. He's a fucking idiot. I can't wait to see him cry, because I've never seen him cry before in the entire life that I've fucking known the bitch. He's a bitch. Just like any fucking bully, he's a bitch. And I've got a lot of bullies I have to forgive, from school, from TAFE, from work, from home. So I'm not happy with all these fucking bullies in my life. They can go fuck themselves until they come crawling up my ass with an official apology. That's what I want.